Hi, this is Christina Maldonado, and for this leadership theories discussion, I'm going to share for my video discussion post. And first is, how do group-centered theories and relationship-centered theories differ? Aren't they the same? So I heard a really good analogy that helped me differentiate between the two of these, and it was that group-centered theory is like the machine, and that relationship-centered theory is like the mechanic. So the one is you're leading the machine, which is the whole group and all the gears and all the parts and pieces working together, versus you're coaching or you're mentoring the mechanic. So they do have some similarities. They both aim to strengthen organizational effectiveness. They both value collaboration and input. They both require the attentiveness to others, and they both enhance belonging and engagement. But they are different. And the way that they're different is that the group centered is all about goals, whereas the relationship centered is about those individual relationships. And group centered can emphasize like the majority rules, but in relationship centered emphasizes the dyadic trust, so that relationship between the leader and the follower. Also, group-centered focuses on coordination, and relationship-centered is really focused on that mentorship. Some strengths is that there's a collective identity among the group-centered. But for individual relationships, it really does foster trust and morale. So I think about this in my role here out at Oatland Island. And so I definitely know that for group-centered theory, collective identity is that everyone out here is passionate about conservation, and they're passionate about animal care. So that's their collective identity. But if I'm going to lead them as individuals, then I know that this employee really is working on getting the community to recycle, but this other employee is really working on animal rehab. So, and then building that relationship and that trust and getting to know them one-on-one. So that's how I've seen it play out in this educational setting. What resonates with me the most and what's my style, I believe my style is more relationship centered. I do like to have those relationships with others. I do like to coach and mentor those that I lead. I find it very rewarding to see their growth and to help them just get better in their craft by supporting them as individuals. As far as all of the theories that we have studied so far, I think that I still lean towards situational theory, and that there's really no single best style. I think that there's ways that we may lean towards one or the other. So I'd like to think of myself as coaching, but also having relationship centered by coaching and mentoring, but then also having situational leadership by making sure that I'm not rigid and that I realize it's not one size fits all and that I am flexible.